to your local, what is it, Walmart or grocery store that has a little baby section, and you're going to run out and get some of these little boats. They're so cute. Aren't they adorable? And so what you're looking for are little boats that have kind of a pocket on the inside where you can put all the little treats. Ginger's excited now. She knows she's played this little puzzle. She's excited. So looking for little toy boats that have kind of a little pocket on the inside where you can put little treats. And I've got, just some little treats here, and you just kind of fill the boat with treats. Now they have to be a particular size. So you can use kibble to make it more difficult, or if you fill the boat, I guess, with some kibble, it depends if you're actually using this as a feeder. The other thing is just be aware that the size of your dog's face, maybe their snout, and how far down they need to go to get the kibbles. So it's nice to have some that are large enough that kind of poke out so that they're easily accessible, or that your dog has some wins, right, when they play the game. And then you're going to fill the tub with about an inch of water, inch and a half?
About an inch. There's a little ridge line here. Don't go above that ridge and you're good to go. One of my first fails was I filled it, to about here the first time. Yeah. And Hank just immediately sunk the boats. So because you can definitely tip them, and once you tip them, they'll fill with water and they'll sink to the bottom, and then all the treats, everything is in the bottom of the thing. So if you only do about an inch, the boats are deep enough where they can hit the bottom, but they're not gonna sink. Right. And so they still move around on that water. Move. They still it's still that kind of engagement, but they're not completely sinking. Now, if they get them sideways again, they can tip all the treats out into the water again.
So then basically once you fill your boat with treats, here, let me see if I can do one that's we've got really cute video to share, but let me grab a boat that maybe is easier to see. Here, Ginger, you want to play? She may or may not want to play. We can show the video. Yep. Anyway, so you put them in, you let them float, and it's really sweet because as they're going for the toys, the boats start moving around, and they're bumping them with their nose and all that good stuff. She might be a little scared right now.
So here you can see.
So I have it filled pretty high with water, and she did end up sinking one of the boats. I tried
the other thing that might be a good choice is like fruits or vegetables, something that's kind of bigger that you could use on the boat so that it makes it a little bit easier for them to get to. Yeah. And depending on your dog, like some dogs are just going to grab that whole boat and take it out and make it easy. Like that's still a game for them. So you can figure out how this game works best for your particular pup.
Yeah. I was trying to give her a win. She kept knocking it, and she wasn't having much success. So I was trying to give her a win. So I had to hold the boat up against the side, and she was able to grab the kibble or the treat and run away and eat it. But she did end up sinking one of the boats. The other thing I did is when she sunk the boat, I took it out of the tub and let her just try and get the kibbles that way. And it was still enough of a puzzle for her because she's so small, and she was still chasing the little treat around the inside of the boat. So it was still kind of a puzzle. But some dogs are going to just gobble stuff up real quickly. Others are going to take a little time. And then the other thing that I was not really thrilled about is you kind of have to use a fairly large size treat or reward. And Ginger's so tiny, having 3 or 5 or 6 of these, I just didn't want her to fill up on treats. So having broccoli or something that is lower in calorie and that kind of stuff would probably work well. I tried cutting up peaches. She's never had peaches before. She took one bite and looked at me and was like, "What is this slimy thing?" I'm not quite sure what this is. So the peaches didn't work. I had to start back over with treats that I knew she was really enticed with. But it's a fun game. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. And obviously the pups were engaged and interested and wanted to solve the puzzle.
Well,
so it's
and
really cute.
One of the other things, so for the first ones that we were trying out, after Hank sunk the boats, I had done bits of mango. He likes frozen mango. So I had done bits of mango in the boats and it fell to the bottom of the tub. Well, then he started drinking to try to get to the treat. So that's another thing to be kind of cautious of, like figure out how this best works for your pups. But you're going to want to watch them while they're doing this one because you don't want them taking in a ton of water just to try to get down to those treats and things like that. So there are there are definitely some hits or misses with this one, but I think you can kind of modify it to make it work for your pup, depending on, depending on what kind of treat you're using, depending on the type of pup you have. So Hank obviously is pretty aggressive. He just goes in there, but he doesn't pull the whole boat out. So I think some dogs are going to just grab that boat, take it out and dump all the treats out. So that'll make it either really easy, really not easy. You could use a bigger kind of container if that were the case so that they had to work to try to get them a little bit more, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like a little kiddie pool would be cute. A cute idea.
Yep. So I definitely think it's a fun idea. There's ways to make it work. And there's some things to watch out for when your pups are actually playing with it.
Yeah, exactly. So she just solved this when I put 2 treats in there and she just solved it. So she's interested in it, which I was really surprised because she's such a timid dog with new things. So yeah, I think there are different ways that you can use this puzzle that are specifically catered to what your pup's personality is, like what their snout, is, how big their snouts are, how big the dogs are, all that good stuff. But I think it's a really fun, cool time, summertime puzzle brain game, and it's super easy. I mean, anybody could do. Your kids could put this one together. It'd be a lot of fun. And you can use frozen treats, and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of diversity in how you can mix and match it. So once you figure out how to make it work for your dog, you can always change it up just by changing up the treats and that kind of stuff, which I like as well. Neat.
We would love to find out, guys, if you guys end up using this, how it works for you, how you modified it to make it work for your pup. All of that information, it just helps all of us out. So please share your stories. Let us know what worked, what didn't. And if you have other ideas or other games, let us know about those too. We're always looking for great ways to engage with our pups. So
Exactly. Thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today. Hope you have a great rest of the day with your pup. Get lots of snuggle time in, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.